Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They want to run it left here. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off-play action on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, running back on the move. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. This is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams in the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th. the big house, Michigan Stadium. This game has been more than prominent on the radar for several weeks, and now it has arrived in the form of a late-season top-5 clash. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He understands just how important this game is, but he's trying to take that pressure off of his players. He said, it's us. We just have to focus one play at a time and doing your job every down. He understands this environment will be a challenge, but he believes they will have the better composure and poise to compete here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fighting off the defender. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like, both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Jamison. Pocket breaking down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glow. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And this is the middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And the defense chooses aggressiveness. This 4th down and short, man, and they blitz, they bring some pressure, they get home. And here's what they did. They sped up that RPO decision. Quarterback threw it, I think, a little bit before he wanted to, force the incompletion, and get the big 4th down stop.
He'll run it again. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Again, it's Lyle. Got enough for the first. There's some room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Inside the 25. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The run inside. It's Thurman. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Looking for a man. It's Jamison. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Complete downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he cruises his way to the house. this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This should be the last play of the quarter. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback keeps it. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are.
Finding some room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Offense lining up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious...
Turning it on! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Gets away to his left. He wants it all. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pulls and fires complete. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Here's a little room there. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There he goes. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. He'll return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Handoff to the single back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going with the ground game left. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 30. At the 20. The 10.
showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Running inside. It's Grove. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. The running back has it. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes the heat. Trying to make something happen. Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, the tight end's trying to work the middle of the field. Nobody even close to him in coverage. It's not going to get any easier than that for the quarterback. That's an easy first down.
To the air on first down. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Buffalo, taking on the Colorado Buffaloes.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll start on the ground with Lyle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Keeps it and gets the first down. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Maybe a crease. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. His 17th touchdown of the season and third of this game. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Direct snap. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside kick this thing and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and they're trying to add insult to injury.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
And the Texas A&M offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The DBs will back off a bit. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
To the air, it's Jamison. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Taking it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
And the point after is good. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll leave it with him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss.
There's a crease. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, the defense have been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handing him the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable. Turning it on! And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Might as well give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
To the air on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Jamison. Makes the grab, it's Warren. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quickly complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Maybe some room here. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the Hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So here comes the Michigan offense. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Motion from the wide receiver.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Wants to fire on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And now the lead is extended a little farther. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
And the defense drags him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's out of bounds, well short of the marker, and they'll have to give up the ball. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Here's the give off the left side. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Here comes the two-point try. He wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. The give to the back. Flying down the right side. He's at the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count him for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left side. At the 35, he's got room. Racing down the left side. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll run play action, using his legs to buy some time. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. He's at the 10. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And he's knocked down. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. They'll go right back to it. Nice move to keep running. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their...
Could be an alley. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Moving away from pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's looking to pass. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
They're throwing for it on a two-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.